The purpose of this video is to explain the context and completion of the moderation notification. You will find this document on page 31 of your portfolio of evidence. The moderator needs to inform and notify the assessor that he or she was appointed as moderator of this specific learning intervention, and the manner in which he plans to moderate. The notification must be addressed to the assessor, signed by the moderator, and make specific reference to a few important moderation particulars. Let's now proceed with completing this moderation notification on page 31. You will see there are 4 blocks on this page. The first block provides for the detail of the moderator. If the assessor needs to discuss anything with the moderator, or need his or her assistance and support, this is where the information can be found. The most important part of the completion of this page is the dates to be completed in all the blocks. Let me start by explaining the different dates of importance, and then I will explain the term viable date. I will refer in more than one video to the viable date, thus you need to understand the meaning of this. Let's first identify the important dates from the case study. The date of the pre-assessment meeting was 24 April 2015, held at Chives Corporate, and the time will be 8 a.m. The assessor handed the agenda of the pre-assessment meeting to the learners on 17 April 2015. The contact session, in other words the training workshop, was held on 5 to 7 May 2015. The date that the assessment took place was 7 May 2015 at 1:30 at Idwal Lime. That was the last day of the training workshop. The date of the feedback meeting between learners and assessor is not clear from the mock evidence. It must have been taken place after the assessment was done. So let's assume and accept the date and place as 21 May 2015 at Idwal Lime. The date of the feedback meeting between assessor and moderator is also not clear from the mock evidence, but it must be after the feedback meeting between learners and assessor. Only after this feedback meeting, the moderator will be handed the evidence, and he or she will compile the moderator's report. Let us agree on a date of this feedback meeting, and the last important date is 4 June 2015 at Idwal Lime at 10 a.m. Good, so that is the dates as identified from the mock evidence and case study. What about the important reporting dates for the moderator aligned with these dates? We identified these dates as the pre-assessment moderation date, and that will be the same date as the pre-assessment meeting. 7 May 2015 at Chives Corporate at 8 a.m. The concurrent assessment moderation date, that is the same time as the assessment date, and that will be 7 May 2015 at Idwal Lime at 1:30 in the afternoon. And the last date is the post-assessment moderation date, that is the same date as the last feedback meeting between assessor and moderator, and that will be 4 June 2015 at Idwal Lime at 10 a.m. In other words, the moderator will take part in 3 stages of moderation: pre-assessment moderation, concurrent assessment moderation, and post-assessment moderation. These stages will take place at specific venues and times and must be reported by the moderator. Let's now proceed with the completion of page 31. We start with the first block. I'm sure you know your own name, surname and personal details. The date of the notification must be any date before the pre-assessment date, but not earlier than the pre-assessment agenda date. The first date in the mock evidence is 17 April 2015, the day that the pre-assessment meeting agenda was issued. The date of the pre-assessment meeting was 24 April 2015. Use any date between these two. Why? Because as you know by now, the moderator must be appointed in writing before the assessment process can start. And the start of the assessment process in this case is 17 April 2015. But the date of the pre-assessment meeting is only known after 17 April, and on the 24th of April the moderator must start his or her moderation. Take note of the second block. We have completed the details on your behalf. Just ensure understanding and the purpose of this information. Make a special note of the stages of moderation. As showed on page 33 of your portfolio of evidence, we will use specific abbreviations when reporting on these stages. Do you know what these abbreviations are? If not, refer back to page 33. The third block on this page provides the assessor with the details of the moderation. The stage includes all three stages. The dates, times and venues correspond with these specific stages. You report the order of the dates, times and venues in exactly the same order as the stages. Then the unit standard number and title is the learning program that you must moderate as provided in the mock evidence. Ensure understanding of this and do not simply copy and paste the information. The last block is for the signature of you, the moderator. And then the date. Can you guess? Or even better, do you know? Yes, any date before the pre-assessment date, but not earlier than the pre-assessment agenda date. The same as in the first block. Now complete the relevant page before proceeding to the next downloadable document and corresponding video in the Learning Center.